What happens when hype meets harsh reality, when potential collides with a crowded quarterback room? Shedeur Sanders, once hailed as the future face of the NFL, now finds himself fighting just for a chance. Not a spot, not a title, just a chance. The Cleveland Browns have spoken, and the message is loud and clear. Shedeur isn't here to lead yet. He's here to learn, to grind, and to earn. This is not the fairy tale many imagined. It's the raw, unfiltered reality of the NFL. And in today's video, we're diving deep into why Shedeur Sanders, despite the spotlight, must now walk through fire before even sniffing the role of a starting quarterback. Shedeur Sanders, the younger son of the ever-charismatic day-on coach Prime Sanders, arrived in Cleveland with the kind of spotlight that few rookies ever carry. Drafted with the 144th pick in the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, expectations were still sky-high. Many believed he would be among the top picks, with analysts touting his arm strength, football IQ, and pedigree as major advantages. But in the ruthless world of pro football, media narratives carry weight, and not all of them were flattering. Labeled as brash and arrogant by some in the media, Shedeur's image took a hit right before the draft. And the NFL, well, it's a league that listens. His stock dropped dramatically. What could have been a triumphant first-round celebration turned into a quiet, sobering 5th-round selection. And just like that, Shedeur was no longer the headline, he was a question mark. But the draft is just the beginning of the story. Now begins the real challenge. According to a recent report by Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer, Shedeur Sanders has plenty of work to do before even being considered for a starting role with the Browns. That's right, he isn't even on the short list just yet. The message from Cleveland's front office is clear. Shedeur has to earn the chance to compete, and why wouldn't it be difficult? The Browns' quarterback room is stacked. Veterans and promising young talents alike. Joe Flacco, the seasoned Super Bowl winner, is already penciled in as the starter. Kenny Pickett, another experienced name. Deshaun Watson, though embattled, still has his place. And let's not forget Dillon Gabriel, drafted before Shedeur, is also fighting for snaps. It's a locker room full of talent, experience, and ambition. And Shedeur is walking into that with nothing guaranteed. It's not just a numbers game, it's a battle of credibility. Shedeur must now show his teammates, his coaches, and the entire organization that he belongs, that he's more than Coach Prime's son, more than a name, more than NIL deals and college flash, that he's a pro. Still, there are glimmers of progress. Recently, Shedeur inked his rookie contract with the Browns, a 4-year deal worth $4.6 million. Now, for most players, that would be life-changing, but for Shedeur, it feels almost modest, especially when fans compare it to his collegiate NIL earnings. Many argue that his brand off the field is worth far more than what his current rookie contract offers, and that contrast adds even more pressure. Before the draft, football analysts were convinced Shedeur would land one of the biggest rookie contracts in his class, but fate had other plans. And now with that modest paycheck, he faces an uphill battle not just to earn more, but to prove he's worth more. Contrast that with his college teammate Travis Hunter, who after going 2nd overall, secured a jaw-dropping $46.5 million contract. That's the difference a few draft spots can make. That's the business of football. And that's the path Shedeur now must carve out, through grit, not hype. The Browns on their end are preparing to test their new roster hard. Their season opener, a brutal AFC North showdown against the Cincinnati Bengals, then the Baltimore Ravens. These are not warm-up games. These are wars. And Shedeur, he's not leading the charge. He's watching, learning, waiting for that opportunity that may not come easily, but will mean everything when it does. The NFL is not a league that hands out crowns. It's a battlefield where kings are made through pain, practice, and perseverance. And if Shedeur Sanders wants to rise, he'll have to do what every great quarterback before him has done. Earn every snap, every play, and every ounce of respect. So what's next for Shedeur Sanders? The lights are no longer blinding, the path is no longer paved, but the fire still burns. He's no longer the story of promise, he's now the story of potential under pressure. Will he rise through the ranks and silence the critics? Or will this be a humbling detour in a career just beginning? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, he doesn't just have to earn the job, he has to earn the chance to compete. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth NFL stories. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Shedeur has what it takes to climb the depth chart in Cleveland? Or is the pressure too much for this young quarterback to handle? We'll be watching. See you in the next video.